Hello YouTube, hope you're all doing great and welcome back to another exciting video from MotorHub. So today's video is about the all-new Citroen C3X. This is basically a slightly evolved and larger version of the C3. It gets two engine options. One is the naturally aspirated PureTech 82 and the other is a turbocharged PureTech 110. Both are petrol engines only, but you get the automatic gearbox paired only with the PureTech 110 engine. There are 5 monotone colors to choose from, which are basically white, grey, blue, black and red. The interesting part is, depending on the variant you choose, the interior also changes. So there are 3 interior trims. If you opt for the C3X Live variant, you get injected grey interior. If you opt for the C3X Feel variant, you get the anodized grey. And if you opt for the Shine variant, you get the metropolitan leatherette-wrapped IP. Coming to dimensions, it is 3.98 meters in length, 1.73 meters in width, 1.58 meters in height without the roof rails, and if you have the roof rails it is 1.6 meters, and the wheelbase happens to be 2.5 meters. There are 4 variants of the C3X on offer, which are Live, Feel Optional and Shine. The base Live variant retails at an ex-showroom price of Rs 4.8 lakhs and goes all the way up to Rs 9.31 lakhs for the top of the line Shine Dark Edition CNG variant. Coming to safety, it gets 6 airbags, reverse parking sensors, ABS with EBD, high-speed alert and speed sensing auto-door lock as standard for the lower variants, and as you move up the variants you get a 360-degree camera, hill hold control, anti-theft alarm, speed sensing auto door lock, tire pressure monitoring system and electronic stability program. The one in front of us is the top of the line C3X Shine variant, and it retails at an ex-showroom price of Rs 7.23 lakhs for this naturally aspirated engine and Rs 8.34 lakhs for the turbo petrol. This is how the key of the C3X looks. It gets lock and unlock functions along with passive keyless entry feature. And coming to the design, it gets this chrome finished grille in the front along with boomerang shaped LED DRLs, Citroen logo right there, and this is the front parking camera. Coming to the headlamp unit, it gets an LED projector setup. However, the turn indicators are still halogen. And just below the headlamp unit you get the fog lamp, which are LED as well. Front skid plate finished in silver. And straight ahead, let's open the engine bay. Powering this car is a 1.2 litre 3-cylinder naturally aspirated petrol engine, which is codenamed PureTech 82 since it produces a peak power of 82 PS and a maximum torque of 115 Newton meters, and this engine is paired to a 5-speed manual gearbox. Coming to the turbo variant, you get a 110 PS engine along with 190 Newton meters torque for the manual gearbox and 205 Newton meters of torque for the automatic. So these graphics which you are looking around the vehicle are not a standard package. If you like them, you can opt for them. And coming to the side, you get this cladding, and the alloy wheel is finished in black and silver, and the tire size happens to be 195 by 65 R15. It gets disc brakes at the front and drum brakes at the rear. C3 Sport written right there, and these are the LED turn indicators on the outside rear view mirror. And on the lower half of the mirror you get a parking camera, since this vehicle gets a 360-degree camera. And on the top you have an antenna on the front along with roof rails and some graphics as well. Moving to the rear, this is how the C3X looks. The tail lamps are still halogen. You get halogen brake lamp as well as turn indicator. Citroen logo right there. C3X badging. And this is the reverse parking camera. And just below that you have the reverse parking sensors as well as reflectors on either sides of the bumper and a silver rear skid plate. You also get a wiper and washer at the rear along with a high mount stop lamp and rear defogger as well. The boot carrying capacity happens to be 315 liters, and you get hooks on either sides to hang your grocery bags and other stuff. and the spare wheel is placed right below this, and the spare wheel tire size happens to be 185 by 65 R15, which is 10 mm smaller in width than the regular tires on the vehicle. Now let's move to the rear seats. Standard door handles, and you also get a 1 liter bottle holder for the rear passengers as well on the door pad. And this is how the rear bench looks. You can recline the rear seats by pulling the levers on either sides, however the headrests are still fixed. And you get adequate amount of knee room and leg room for a person of my height. Headroom is also not an issue, and under thigh support is also good. And if you see here, you get twin charging ports to charge your mobile, and you get these grab handles on either sides for the rear passengers. The front driver's door also gets a 1 liter bottle holder. Same goes with the passenger side door as well. And these are the controls for your power windows. Driver seat is adjustable for both height and recline, but manually. These are the clutch, brake and accelerator pedals. This is to open the hood of the vehicle. This is the headlight level adjustment, and just above that you have the controls to lock the power windows, 360-degree camera, and these are the controls for the outside rear view mirrors. Moving in, it gets this beautiful 3-spoke steering wheel with silver insert, and on the left side of the steering wheel you get the MID controls, and on the right you get the infotainment and call controls. Wiper stalk on the left and headlight stalk on the right. And coming to the instrument cluster, you get a fully digital unit. It shows odometer and some telltale lights on either sides. Fuel level, engine temperature, tachometer, distance to empty, outside temperature, and you can also browse through different modes like this. This is the trip meter, and this is the eco indicator. That is about it. And if you go into the vehicle settings, you can turn off the overspeed alert, as well as configure the mirrors, whether they can auto fold or not while you lock the car. And in the user settings, you can adjust the brightness level of the MID, and you can also check the warning alerts of the vehicle. So basically that is about it. And the steering wheel is adjustable only for reach. And coming to the infotainment system, it is a 10.2-inch touchscreen unit, and it gets Android Auto, Apple CarPlay connectivity, and this screen is paired to 4 door speakers. And this is the 360-degree camera, however you cannot control it via touch. So it changes the views as you press the 360-degree camera on the driver side continuously. And this is how it looks. The quality is not that great, I would say. So coming to the infotainment system itself, you get settings where you can customize your display brightness. And coming to audio, you can set your equalizer and the speed dependent volume control and other stuff like that. You can also change the language, and this is the Wi-Fi for the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay connectivity. And also if there are any alerts, it will be visible over here. So that is basically about the infotainment system. Nothing much to talk about, and you can also completely turn it off like this. And just below that you have the center AC vents, which also gets silver inserts. And these are the controls for your air conditioning system. It gets an automatic climate control, and the switches feel quite premium, I would say. And just below the AC controls you have the hazard light switch as well as a USB port to the left, and this is a 12-volt power outlet, and some storage space right below that with twin cup holders. Start or stop button placed right here, and this is the gearbox of the vehicle. There are provisions for tweeters and some storage space over here as well on the passenger side, and the glove box is quite small, I would say. It is just enough for storing your documents and stuff like that. Auto dimming inside rear view mirror, cabin light placed right there, and the passenger side visor gets a mirror, no light. Driver side visor does not get a mirror. So guys, this is my review on the all new Citroën C3X. If you guys like my video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to MotorHub. Bye bye.